Okay. Thank you for tuning in to this episode of Two Sisters, One Mic. I'm your host, Lisa.
And your host, Akisha.
Awesome. So today we're going to discuss the no contact rule. We hope that our insights and perspectives have shed some light on this technique and provide some useful alternatives for those struggling to implement it. Remember, everyone's journey through a breakup is unique, and there's no one size fits all approach. The most important thing is to take care of yourself, seek support when needed, and do what feels right for you. So join us again as we explore this topic in its entirety. And this topic of the no contact rule can be applied to an ex-boyfriend, an ex-girlfriend, maybe somebody that you were married to and you are now have finalized your divorce phase and you want to learn some boundaries of how to not contact them and you want to stay consistent within the no contact rule, these pointers will help you to remain consistent with not contacting that person so that you can heal properly. So we have some pointers that we will discuss throughout the podcast. The first one is setting clear boundaries. Akisha, what is your perspective on that? Like on setting clear boundaries when you break up with someone?
I think that you should just cut the person off.
Hmm.
Just block them. Don't even try to be going on Instagram to keep looking at them. Don't
Yes.
even like try to be like searching on YouTube what this means, what that means. It doesn't make any sense because not everyone is the same. So whatever you see on maybe YouTube that you're searching after a breakup, it might not be what that person's thinking at the time. They probably just don't want you anymore, right? So it's better to just cut them off and just keep it like that and just heal from there. Pray about it.
Amen.
Maybe, you know, just like go every day and like maybe hang out with your friends. Don't try to stay home and just, be worrying about the person the whole time.
Yes, I agree. I loved everything that you said, and I totally agree with everything that you said. Because I think sometimes when we break up with people, we become obsessive with going and look at what does this mean, or
Hmm.
we're not setting boundaries where we're like, okay, we just broke up. I need to heal. Don't call me.
Hmm.
Don't text me. We're done. The relationship is done. Because if you keep going back, you're just creating more trauma for yourself and you're not going to heal properly. So
And
like,
the
yeah,
person
go
also
ahead.
thinks that you're weak
And the
because you keep coming
yes,
back. Yeah.
yes, and they're not going to really take you seriously and then it kind of
No,
gives off, do you think like it gives off desperate vibes? I think it gives off desperate
it does
vibes.
give off the desperate vibes, 100%. Because
Yeah.
then they're like, "Oh, am I the only one that you can have? Like, isn't there someone else?"
That
You
wants her
know?
or wants him,
And then you're chasing the person too much. They're
right?
gonna be turned off.
And they're going to be
So
scared. They're going to be like, yeah, you know what? It was the best decision that I made breaking up with them.
yeah,
They may not even have in their mind any thought of reconciling with you because you keep bothering them. You're not giving them
yeah.
time to think.
To think, yeah.
And I think boundaries is so important. Like, don't text them, as I said, don't call them, don't go
Let
look
them
up.
miss you.
Yeah, let them miss you because if they don't miss you, then they might not want to come back because you're
No,
constantly in
their
like they're
space.
exactly, that's the word, you're constantly in their space. What are some of the tactics that you used, say if you've been through a breakup, what are some of the things that you did to set boundaries?
So I would just cut the person off, like I said.
Hmm.
I would pretty much just block them out.
Hmm.
And that might not be the case for everybody. Maybe you might have a child with the person and there's no possible way that you can block them, but you can easily just like block them out mentally and
Yes, I
then
like that point.
and still like communicate since you have a child. But sometimes you just need to push that person away because they're just hurting you more and you need to heal and move on. So that was some of my I would say pointers in the past.
Yeah, and those are some really, really great examples. It's something that I have struggled with definitely in the past,
Mhm.
where, my mind was telling me, don't answer the text, don't call the person. But I think sometimes when we break up, we want the person to want us and
Mhm.
we want to explain ourselves. But sometimes people are, like you said, they're not thinking like us and they don't want to talk. So
Mhm.
as much as it may hurt, as much as it's hard, I think we should do certain things to distract ourselves
Yeah.
from going beyond our boundaries, and that's why boundaries is so important. I think.
Mhm.
Okay, so that was a good one. You gave some really good examples. And so the next one we'll talk about is seeking support. So seeking support when you're going through the no contact rule during a breakup is super important. Um, and I think it can be helpful. What is your perspective on seeking support while going through a breakup?
I think it's great. It also helps you to move on. You might have like maybe friends
Hmm.
or family that helps you like move on from the person. They might make you laugh, giggle, and then you start to realize, hey, I didn't need that person. Look, I have family members that love me and care about me, and I don't
Hmm.
need to be stressing over here over either a man or a woman, whoever your ex is. And it's a happier path. It starts to slowly lead you to a happier path than where you were originally.
And
Yeah,
healing as well, right? Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
I,
healing.
I really like the part where you mentioned about it leads you to a better path
Hmm.
because you don't want to have your life turn into turmoil. And during that time, it's so important to seek support of other people around you because, as you said, they can make you laugh.
Hmm.
They can maybe take you, to do the things that you like. It could be shopping. It could be
Exactly.
um,
Traveling.
traveling. That's another big one. Again, they could
Hmm.
even help you, bring up like your self-worth as well. Because I think sometimes when we go through relationships, for some people it can damage their self-esteem and their self-worth a lot. So
Hmm.
sometimes we do need that support to bring that
Boost it
back
back
up.
up.
Yes, that's the word, boost it back up again.
Hmm.
So if you're going through the no contact rule, what we would say to you is seek support from family, friends, anybody that you're sort of in contact that's a positive
Hmm.
aspect of your life. Seek their support. Don't go and hide from everyone and go through this breakup on your own. There is support out there. There is people that can give you advice that have it's happened to us where many people where they've gone through breakup and they seek support. You wouldn't be the last person or the first person to do so. Yeah.
Exactly. But also too, if you're on your healing journey, I don't think it's right for you to be seeking happiness into another relationship right away. I think you should take the time with your family and friends and heal. Take
Yes.
some, like, maybe 6 months, maybe a year to yourself, because another relationship cannot get you over the
Or
old
heal
past
you.
relationship.
Or
Yeah,
heal you
or
too,
heal you.
right?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. And do you think that a lot of people sometimes like they they don't seek support, so they jump in relationships right away? Do you think people do that?
yeah. They do that, and then it kind of ruins the new relationship because the
Because you have,
hurt that you still have from the past relationship,
yes,
you're kind
that
of
word.
bringing the baggage into the new relationship. So now the person doesn't really know what you're really upset about sometimes because
Yes,
it's
that's
not from
true.
that relationship. It's from
Yeah,
the
that's
past.
true. And that
So,
because you didn't deal with your trauma and the
yeah.
baggage, do you think that could mess up your current relationship? So sometimes it could be like you're gonna go through another breakup again.
Yeah, 100%. Because
Oh wow.
it's like, yeah, trauma. And you don't know how
Yeah.
to deal with the new relationship. Maybe
Yeah.
the guy, and even the guy is going to be confused too.
Oh wow. I
So,
never looked at it like that. So do you
mhm.
think like within seeking support that we should like even counseling aside from spending time with family and friends and them helping you, do you think counseling would help as well during that time?
Yeah, it helped. Counseling definitely will help,
Hmm.
but you have to make sure that the person that you're doing the counseling with is the person for you. If
Hmm.
they're not the person for you, you might still be in that same spot of not healing. Like,
Yes.
and so you have to find that right counselor for you. So just to
Yes.
heal.
Yeah, because sometimes some counselors you might not be compatible with, so you
Hmm.
do want one that you're compatible with, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, awesome. So that's good. And the next one is focusing on self-care. I think a lot of the times when people are going through the no contact rule, the obsession on finding out what their ex is doing, stalking them on social media, they're forgetting to take care of themselves. So it could be stuff like they're not eating, they have some sort of insomnia, sleeplessness that has come upon them. So they're not taking care of themselves. They may not even do their hair anymore. I think during this no contact rule, self-care, go get your nails done. Go if it's a guy, go get a trim, or if you
Hmm.
want to you get that nice sexy body back again. Those are
Go
all
shopping.
Go shopping. Those are all aspects of self-care, and it shows the person that you know what, you broke up with me, but I didn't die. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and mourn you. I'm gonna take care and make me a better person.
Yeah, and I look
What do you
hot
think?
now. I think 100%. Like
You
you can't
snoozy
stay home.
lose.
Yeah, no, you can't stay home and have your hair looking messy and like after a breakup. No, 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 no. Get up, girl or the guy or whoever. Get up and go do shopping, get your trim like she said, get your hair,
Mhm,
your weave done, get your makeup done, and
mhm.
get your nails done and hit the streets with your girls.
Yeah, with
And
your
then he's gonna
girls.
see you and be like, I think I messed up.
Or she
But
may see you and be like,
yeah,
I think I messed up. And
yeah,
it's a powerful thing. You
yeah.
have the power when you remain in the no contact rule,
Unbothered.
and unbothered. Like, I'm living my best life out here. I'm shopping. I'm in Mexico. I'm in
Hmm.
Jamaica. I'm in Grenada, different places. I'm in Miami. I'm in Las Vegas, and I'm living
Yeah,
my best life, and I'm taking care of myself. And who
yeah.
knows? They'll pop up on your Instagram because they might see the pictures that you post.
Of course they're gonna see. Or they can also think that you're showing off and they might not message you right away
That
and
could
they
be
might message you
too.
later. Yeah.
Yeah, but that could be too. And whether they message you or not, your life goes on. There's
Yeah,
other people
exactly.
that you're gonna meet anyways, because like
Yeah, they'll treat you 10 times better.
that would treat you 10 times better. And I think sometimes as we go through relationships, we each relationship sometimes could be better because sometimes we learn from the previous one. I know sometimes some people don't learn, and that's because they haven't
Hmm.
taken care of any trauma or
Past
pain.
trauma.
Yeah, but also I wanted you to remind the people, like, this is our personal opinions, right? So this
Yeah.
is not how would you say it? Like, it's our personal opinions, and we're not um giving.
We're not judging anybody or trying to change anyone's perspective on anything.
Mhm.
This is our personal opinion.
Yeah, and we're not giving you medical advice in terms of trauma or psychological
Mhm.
impact when a breakup happens, just personal experiences and some pointers that can help you stay within the no contact rule. So it's just a little disclaimer. Yeah. And what are some of the ways that you've self-cared, like if you've gone through a breakup?
I would go shopping. Maybe even sometimes you may want some type of food that you want, like your favorite
Chicken and
food,
fries
chicken.
is her food.
100%. Because sometimes it helps you feel better. I'm not gonna lie.
I could make you feel better. Like, for the people that
Yeah,
said out there that you shouldn't food shouldn't be something that you idolize. Sometimes it can
yeah.
heal you. Sometimes you can feel better when you
You have a little chicken wing.
and some fries, maybe something from McDonald's.
Yeah,
Or it doesn't have to be these things we're talking about, but anything that you like. It could be
yeah. Yeah.
vegetables. Maybe that's what gives you comfort. But what
Yeah, to
you
people.
like that's gonna keep you focused and gonna keep you stagnant
Yeah.
in the no contact rule. That's what we're trying to get you to stay there, that you don't go contact back that person. Tell them
Yeah,
bye
exactly.
bye. Oh man. And okay, so what are some of the ways you would say that so the next pointer we have on the list is practicing mindfulness. What
Yeah.
are some of the ways that you think you've done it or people should do it?
Um,
Being mindful,
just be mindful of what you do. Don't like just don't
overthink,
make yourself look, yeah, don't overthink. Don't make yourself look, like too, like, how do you say it? What's the word?
desperate,
Desperate, yeah. Too desperate, too showing off, just be like more
yourself.
mellow, huh?
Yes, mellow. Yes, I
Yeah,
like that one.
mellow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And just be
So,
yourself, like
yeah.
be yourself and everything will be full circle when you do
Mhm.
that, and don't be pretentious with it. Your point is that you're trying to heal yourself from this breakup. You're trying to
100%.
move on peacefully. You're trying not to contact that person, meaning no phone calls, no emails, no text messages, no going and stalk them on social media
Or liking their picture.
or liking their pictures because they might give you a show.
Yeah. Oh
Like
gosh. And then you're gonna be hurt now because he has a new girlfriend on his page.
and that happens to people. That
Yeah.
happens to people. Like you keep stalking their page and you may ask, and sometimes you're stalking someone's page. I know this has happened to me before where I wasn't stalking anyone's page, but I went to look because it popped up in the Facebook feed, and I went to look on their
Yeah.
page, and then I accidentally liked one of their pictures,
Oh
and now the
shoot.
person knows you were looking at it.
And the notification, you can't even say you're gonna unlike the picture. The notification already went.
Yes, I know.
So you're screwed.
And now they're gonna give you a show. So
Yeah.
what you gotta do now is that this is a mistake that you've obviously made. Now you gotta tell yourself, I really have to take the no contact rule.
Seriously.
Yes, that's the word.
No, because some people like they're so into the person, like it's like they can't, like they go back, like because they feel so hurt that the person don't want them, and like they can't help
Mhm.
it. So
Yeah, that's so crazy. Like I think they really have to like move on. Like we really have to put
yeah,
emphasis on moving on and leaving that
stay
person in the
strong.
past. And sometimes you meet somebody else and you're just like, oh, thank God I did not, further this relationship with this person,
Hmm. That's true.
So sometimes it's for the best, that we're
Yeah,
saying
and you
this.
might find someone better after you heal, right?
Yeah,
So
exactly. So that's some of the important things I think about it. And what about like keeping yourself busy? Like we'll add this one, like keeping yourself busy.
um I think it's good because then you can kind of move on, but at the same time, it's not really good to keep yourself too busy because sometimes you be
Mhm.
keeping yourself busy and then you're like too busy where you're not healing.
And not enjoying yourself too in the
Yeah,
moment. Yeah.
yeah.
So it's like we're not saying go entrench yourself in like 4 or 5 jobs, right? Because we did talk about
Hmm.
um self-care and mindfulness as well. So you don't want to be, oh, yeah, let me entrench myself in 4 jobs and then I'll forget about that. That's hidden trauma that you haven't healed from
Dealt with. Yeah,
or dealt with. So you do want to be mindful of certain things that you're doing in the no contact rule. Keep yourself busy, but not like over busy where you're not
yeah,
enjoying yourself, right?
yeah.
Because remember,
You're
you want to live
100%.
want to continue living your best life, no matter what happens. Because in life, sometimes negative things happen, sometimes positive things happen, but even throughout the good or the bad, we want to continue living our best life. Like, what is your feedback on that?
I think that's absolutely correct. Because you can't, if you're too busy, then now it's kind of like, even though you're pretending like you're happy, you're not really happy. You're just kind of depressed, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
And then now, like, you busy and being extra busy, it's not healthy. It's best to just deal with it, and then you can be busy after, because then you're healed.
Yeah,
So
that's so
yeah,
true. I agree with that. What
yeah.
about people, that are they broke up with someone, and I know you did touch on that, where they jump into another relationship and they're
Hmm.
showing off this person on Facebook or Instagram just so their ex could see so they could get them jealous.
Hmm. It's wrong. It's because they still like you, and they're pretending like they don't like you, and they're trying to do that to make you jealous. But
Yeah.
then they're only hurting themselves, because while you're moving on, they're over there still thinking about you and
Still
have a
thinking
whole
about
nother
you
relationship.
and trying to get your attention. And then
Yeah.
you're kind of leading somebody else on too, because you don't really like that person. You're
No.
just with that person to make your ex jealous. What is the
Yeah.
point of doing that? That's
They're
outrageous
just
to
a
me.
placeholder.
Oh, yes, that's a
Yeah.
word. Yes. Oh my
Yep.
goodness. I didn't even think of that. Yeah,
Yep.
you're right. It is a
And it's
placeholder.
sad. You're hurting that person while you're trying to make someone else jealous. It's wrong. You're stringing them along.
You're stringing them
No.
along. Yeah. And then it's
So,
whatever you're doing is not intentional. And then you're not actually healing yourself within the no contact rule. You're wasting time and you're actually impacting your healing time.
hmm. Yep, 100%.
And then what if you were to do that now and the person didn't, they're just ignoring you? You're doing all
Then you're gonna be extra hurt now, because he's like, oh my gosh, she doesn't care about me anymore. It looks like she moved on.
and then you might go to even more measures to try to get this person's attention, and it could
Yeah,
sometimes be like you're out of desperation. Like, do
yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, people, like, they're going to more measures. Like, what do you think are some of the measures, other measures, extreme measures that people will go through just to catch their ex attention when they should be focusing on, the no contact rule?
Some of them would start stalking in real. Like, they would pop up with their new
Oh my
girlfriends,
gosh.
and like, just so the ex-girlfriend could know where they are and see them,
That's
and then,
crazy.
but then they still not gonna be paying attention to you because they don't care anymore. They've,
That's crazy.
there's some
Wow.
people who do that. They will show up in real.
Wow.
It's
That's really
crazy.
crazy. I don't agree with that. And especially people who show up at people's place of employment, like their
Hmm.
workplace. Why are you showing up at my place,
And
sir?
embarrassing the person.
Yeah, like, I don't need you showing up at my place. I don't even want people at work knowing my business like that. And then you're going to show up. And imagine if they come up in the building, like they somehow got, and then they came with like, please take me back. And it's like, oh my God, this is so embarrassing. Like,
Yeah.
like, you're gonna
And you
start,
have to sit there with your head down and,
you
and
know, and
shit.
then who doesn't like office politics? Lots of people do. They're gonna be like, oh,
Yeah.
this is sweet. And everyone's gonna swarm you.
And they're gonna be like, today at work, there was some drama. A girl's ex-boyfriend came.
Or ex-girlfriend came. Like,
Came,
that
yeah.
is that is so, like, traumatizing for somebody. That is why you
Yes.
need to stay in the no contact rule. Like, keep yourself busy and I guarantee you it's gonna work. Like, the
Yeah,
first week
100%.
might be hard, the second week might be hard, but over time it gets easier and then you forget about the person eventually.
Yeah, you're not your whole day, you're gonna be like, you're not even gonna remember that you were thinking about that person before. You're gonna be so
Exactly.
happy, you know? So,
Yeah. And if you break up and the person no longer wants you anymore, um, their loss.
of
They missed
course.
out
And
on
they're
a good
eventually gonna
thing.
come back.
And they could eventually come back, as you're
Yeah.
saying. Yeah, they
So,
could eventually come back. But then when they come back, in your opinion, if somebody that you broke up with and they come back, would you want them?
no, I don't want you back. Bye. I Why would I want you back? You didn't want me in the first place. And then now that I'm not paying attention to you, you want to come back? No, bye.
Exactly. Like
Yeah,
you're just, and who knows if you coming back if you have good intentions, because sometimes you could
exactly.
come back to see if you can hurt me all over again and
Hmm.
stuff like that. And sometimes people they break up with you and they're testing the waters. They're not
Yeah.
intentional. They still don't want commitments. So if you were healing in the no contact phase for 6 months or 8 months or a year, you've healed. Tell
Hmm.
don't, as soon as the person contacts you, if it's through like social block,
Yeah, I'm not
instant
even
block.
answering you.
Yes, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Instant block. You can't
of
even get to say
course. You'll get the message so quick. I don't want to deal with you. Get lost.
Yeah. Toodaloots, toodaloots. Don't come back no mo, no mo, no mo, no mo.
That.
Hit the road, Jack or Jane.
Oh gosh.
Oh, yeah. So, these are some of the strategies, and of course, it's not strict in the sense that these are the only strategies within the no contact rule. There's many others because this is like a huge topic, and these are some of the ones to help people that have just gone through a breakup and they want some strategies on how they can make remain strong within the no contact rule without having to go and begging and acting all desperate. And I know, and share some of your no contact tips with us, because it's we want to create this as a learning environment
Yeah, of
where we
course.
can, share feedback back and forth. Did you want to add anything else, Akisha, before we close out?
I think I pretty much said all that I wanted to say, so
Okay,
should be good.
awesome. So we will wrap up now.
All right, so thank you for tuning in to this episode of Two Sisters and One Mic, where we discuss no contact rule. We hope that our insights and perspectives have shed some light on this technique and provide some useful alternatives for those struggling to implement it. Remember, everyone's journey through the breakup is unique, and there's no one size fits all approach. The most important thing is to take care of yourself, seek support when needed, and do what feels right for you. Join us again next time as we explore more topics in entertainment, pop culture, and beyond. Until then, keep on listening.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Take care.